Hello, it's me, Kisma. Welcome to day 5 of our 5-day challenge. Of course, this is Studio Inspiration Art Journal, and I am so thankful and filled with gratitude, which is the same thing, thankfulness, gratitude, that you joined me on this first challenge of mine. I had a lot of fun doing it for you. I hope you've had a lot of fun creating it. You have one more day of activities to do to wrap it all up. You've created 6 beautiful sketch watercolor paintings, and today we're going to create the front cover and the back cover for it and bind it all together. So you'll see all of that, of course, in the demonstration video. The last thing I would like to say to you also before I say goodbye and turn over the space to the demo is I hope that you will come to my website, which is inspirationartjournal.com, and sign up, become a subscriber to my email list. It's very, very easy. You're not going to get bombarded by a bunch of emails from me. But subscribing will also give you direct access to my free online classes. The Owl and the Girl, which is a 5-video lesson. It's very involved. Similar to what we've been doing here in the challenge, so I think you'll find it very easy to move into and complete. And then also Sacred Stones, which is creating some cairns, watercolor cairns. What's up with that airplane? And Sacred Landscapes, which is working with a landscape of your choice or the landscape that I present in the videos. Also on the website, under free classes, you'll find how to make your own washi tape, and a couple of others are coming very soon to that area as well. In addition to that, of course, you know that I do offer some classes, some paid classes for a nominal cost. But if you find that they're too expensive, just drop me a line and give me a suggestion on what you think they should cost. I'm kind of doing them comparable to other online art journal classes, so I'm trying to keep them right there, maybe a little lower than the rest because I'm new and branching into it all. But I offer a 5-lesson plus some bonuses class called Sacred Symbols Pocket Journal. It's really an incredible experience of a spiritual nature, and I think for those of us who work with art journals or are coming into a desire to begin working with our art journals, doing this process is really, oh my God, it's really perfect. Do you hear the airwaves? Maybe you don't hear it, but man, those airplanes are loud. What can I tell you? I do apologize, but that's called summertime, right? Anyways, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have fun. And please, please, please share what you've created on the Facebook page. Thank you very much. And I'll see you on the drawing board. Bye for now. Okay, so here we are with the last bit of supplies that we need for our work today. Your 6 pages, the 2 pages that you tore out in preparation for today, a hole punch, a pair of scissors, and fabric or ribbon or thread, whatever you feel called to use. Now I'm going to introduce another product to you that's not on your supply list. It's just to kind of share with you a cool product, and it's called iridescent medium. and it adds a shimmer. It's going to add a shimmer to your pages. These pages are the covers, the front cover and the back cover. And so, of course, we want to paint them. And I could have had you done it already, but I wanted to share this product with you. It's kind of cool. Let's get a little bit more on there. So you mix it with your paint, and I'm using a green gold, an iridescent or transparent green gold. I'm just putting a tiny bit of that. And I've got my two covers here. Okay, and then I'm going to mix this and then just give it a good painting. And we have to paint both sides. Yeah. And so all I'm going to do is show you how I would do it. But I'm going to show you something that has kind of a cool texture on it. It's not unlike the gesso, where we painted the gesso and then we rubbed the two sides together. But your front covers don't have to be ornate. You could certainly add anything to them that you would like, but it's not necessary. And usually a front cover is the same color as the back cover, so that's why I'm making them the exact same color. Sorry. But this is quick and easy, and this is acrylic paint that I'm using, not a watercolor, so you can notice the vibrancy difference. This has now turned into a true mixed media mini art journal during this 5-day challenge, because you have now used graphite, charcoal, and watercolors, and now acrylic. So once you get both pages painted, you just rub them together. Okay, just rub them together. And then what happens when you separate them is there's a pretty cool looking texture. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it'll dry with a real cool texture on it. Okay, so I'm going to set these off to dry. And paint the other sides have to be painted, of course, but I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the space. And it just so happens that I have already done the covers as well. So let me pull out the finished ones. And in your PDF you had some titles, and all I did was Mod Podge 5-day challenge on the front cover, and then this mini art journal was created on the back cover inside. If you decide you want to put some embellishment on the inside of the front cover and the outside of the back cover, that would be a fun little thing for you to do to personalize your mini art journal and make it totally your own. All right, so here's our cover, front cover, back cover, and here are our pages in it. So you've got 6 beautiful sketch watercolors on the back side with words, affirmations, keywords. Okay, and as you can see, the next step that we are going to do is to punch holes in the top 2 holes. So I have gone ahead and done that in these 5, and I'm just showing you how I did it. I started off with 1, punching the holes in it, and then I took each consecutive one and I laid it on it, and I used the holes to punch it rather than to measure them all out. And I didn't use the same one over and over again. Whatever one was the new punch, that's what I used for the next one. That way I didn't keep making the holes bigger and bigger. So there's the cover now, the front cover, and now the last one. which is the back one. And yes, if you have a hole puncher, a 2-hole puncher, then you can just put them all under it and do it all at one time. I am not so lucky. I have a single hole punch and one that's broken and very old, and so it leaves all the little holes for me to pick up and put into the trash, which I will do when we are done. But let's put them up here so that they don't get all over the floor. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is, if you're using thread or ribbon, it's time to measure it out. I'm going to use fabric because I think fabric looks pretty cool to tie things around. And I'm going to pick a side where there's some print. And all I'm going to do now is make it about 1 inch wide. I'm going to snip it because if you know how to work with fabric, you know that all you need to do is get the grain of the fabric and rip. And then you've got a cool thread, a cool strip that has nice threads coming off of it. See that? And you can snip the ends off if you want to make them have that same look. I don't know. It's up to you if you want. I'm going to. And then we are now ready to assemble our mini art journal. So let's get it out here. There's the back. There's no order to how you want to place your items. And I would say just pick them up and put them down. So we're going to make sure that it's at the back, that the tie is in the front. Okay? All right, so here we go. I know you don't need to watch me do this, but by the time I would stop and continue filming and show it to you, it's just as fast this way. Now you can use this little mini art journal in several ways. Number one, you can look at your creativity and how cool your work is. That's one way. But you can also decide that on any given day to just open it up and open it to a page and look at the affirmation or message that's on the back of it. And when I use the word you on my affirmations, I don't take it as if I'm speaking to anybody else, but as if the universe or Mother, Father, God, Goddess, all that is speaking directly to me, and I take it as my personal message. That's what they're saying to me. That's what's being spoken to me. And then I contemplate that for a few minutes, maybe journal about it in my journal, and meditate, get a little inspiration for what I want to create, and then come out of that meditation and paint on that journal page, because the art journal is used for journaling, right? And we always journal, and sometimes that journal entry gets covered up. And these are prompts that'll help you with your work, your inspiration for doing other creative projects and art journal pages. All right, so there we go. Let's make sure it's in there nice and tight. Yeah. I'm going to just flip that so that I've got the vibrant fabric showing, if I can. There we go. And pull it through. And now I'm just going to tie it off. I'm going to knot it off. I'm going to leave it a little loose. Now another way you can do it too is you can tie it on both sides so that you can flip it. But I'm not so worried about that. And I am going to just tie it in a bow in case I ever decide that I want to add more pages to it. And if I need a bigger bow at that time, then I just cut a longer strip of cloth. But in the meantime, it's there for me to begin working with. And so there you have it. I'm going to bring the camera back just a little bit. And as we flip through it, 5-day challenge, August 1st to the 5th of 2019. And here's your work, your mini art journal. And I really, really hope that you found this challenge worthwhile. Please leave me a comment, good or bad. Don't forget to put your name here. And again, like I said, if you want to embellish this back page with something and put something on this front page to personalize it, you certainly can do that. But there you go. That's the product of your 5-day challenge with Studio Inspiration Art Journal. And this is Kisma signing off.